Hello friends, welcome back. In this video, we are going to see an application of the static variables. Okay, so with the help of the static variables inside the class, we are going to write a program which can count the number of objects for a particular class. Suppose I have created a class test class, and inside that I have this member variable m1, and this is another member variable, but it is static, right? So whatever is static, it doesn't change its value, right? So I will it does it changed its value, but yes, it has a common copy for all the objects, right? So what I will do, I will just use this static variable to count the number of objects that we have for this particular class. Okay, so let me write some constructor first, test class, and which will take one argument int c. Okay, and that will int v, right? That will assign to m1. Okay, I will assign this v to m1 because this is the member variable of this class. So I will maintain the value of the m1 through these constructor calls, right? And at the same time, I will keep increasing the value of count. Here you can see that I have defined this count, which is a static member variable outside the class. In the previous video, we have discussed that we must need to define the member variable outside the class. Okay, so member variable or member function, whatever. A member function we are going to discuss in the coming videos. But for member variables, I'm going to discuss here. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to write one more function, void test underscore, m1, and then I'm just going to write like void count of objects. Okay, so this I'm going to put it here. Okay, so I'm just going to, write the definition of these constructors and the functions outside the class. You know that if you declare and define it inside the class, then they by default becomes inline, and we have understood the meaning of inline functions. Okay, so uh, this video is not for inline discussion. We already have done that. So let me, have the definitions here. Test class, test class. This is the constructor. Let me write like int v, and we have this int v. We need to write like v is equal to, sorry, m1 is equal to v. Okay, so I have initialized this value of m1 through this v that we will pass it whenever I will create an object, I will pass this value. And then we have like void test class, and then I have this function test m1, which will basically print the value of m1. Okay, see out endl, the value of m1 is m1, right? So this I will print, and then I'm writing another function test class and count of objects. This I will print here. Okay, so count of object I will maintain count. So whatever I need to do is this, like I have to keep increasing the count. Okay, every time an object gets created, every time you are initializing an object, at that time keep increasing this count plus plus, right? So initially this count is 0. So if I will keep doing it count plus plus, then with every object creation, this will keep increasing and it will hold the number of counts of the objects. Okay, now what I need to do in this function, I'm just going to print total number of objects is, count. So this is how I can write this, and now let us test it. Okay, so I'm just going to write like test class t1, and here I'm going to provide the value 10, test class t2, and here I'm going to provide the value 30, and then I have test t3, then I have the value 40, right? So with this, what I need to do, I need to print T1 dot count of objects. T1 dot first we can print for the test like test M1, right? So T1, T2 dot test M1, and then T3 dot test M1, right? So these are the values which will be printed 10, 30, and 40 because they will maintain the value of the member variable separately. But yes, inside the count, which is a common variable for all the objects, that will maintain the count plus plus every time you are increasing the count of the count variable, which is a static. So this will keep increasing with the creation of the object, and hence when you will print through any object, doesn't matter from which object you are calling, right? It will give you the count of the object, which is 3, right? So let me show you. So here you can see the total number of objects is equal to 3. So it doesn't matter if you have called through T1 or T2. This is maintaining that how many siblings, or you can say the how many of same type of how many objects for the same class exists, right? Of which this particular object is created of, right? So this is how you can maintain the count of the objects, right? So this is just a simple example that how you can utilize this particular static variable. On the static variables, we have more discussion left. So in the coming videos, we will discuss about the static member functions, and then we will discuss few more things related to the static member variables and static functions. Okay. So with this particular video comes to an end. If you like this, please subscribe my channel, please share this video, please like this video, and I know press the bell icon so that you can get the notifications whenever I put a video on my channel. Thank you, have a nice day, and bye bye.